guys, today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on this free app called Vectornator. I'm going to be showing you how to make this logo, my logo. So first you're going to want to tap this little plus icon in the top right corner and it'll bring up this screen. Then you're going to want to tap this custom size and put in your width and your height. I did 1000 by 1000 pixels because I want a square. Then you're going to press create up here and it will bring you into the screen. This is your work area. You've got all your tools that you can use in the left side of your screen. The first tool we're going to want to select is this square icon. This is the shape tool. Then you're going to want to press these little dots. It will bring up this slide. You're going to want to select this oval icon here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to drag a circle in the middle of your screen. Just like so. As you can see, it's not a perfect circle, but that's what we're about to change. What you're going to want to do next is drag this little icon here, and you can see this little blue box below the circle. You're going to want to get it exactly the same number. So I'm going to go for 400 by 400. Once you've done that, you're going to go up and touch this little paintbrush up here. This is a style tool. Then you can go into fill and select your colour here. I've already got my colour in my palette down here. It's this colour. To add a colour to your palette, all you have to do is select grey box like that, and the colour that you've selected up here will go into your palette. Now what you're going to want to do is do your text. So I'm going to do my channel name, and to type you need to select this text tool here. Using that you can hold and drag wherever you want the text to be, just like so. Now I'm going to type my channel name, RT. Now I haven't done the free bit yet. That bit will be down here. We'll do that last. Next, as you can see, you can't see the text. That's because it's the same colour as the background. You're going to want to go up to here and select this selection tool. Once you've selected it, this box will appear around it. That means you've selected it. Then you go across here and select the colour you want. I have got my colour in the palette already. It's just down here. Now you can change the font that you want. If you select up here, it should come up with all of this. Now we're going to want to select this font. Now the font that I want is SF Pro Rounded, which is this one. I think it makes it look nice. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to want to make sure that you can see all of the letters. So we don't want it like that because you can only see half of the letters. So we're going to want to drag it out so that you can see the entire letters. Then we can drag it to wherever we want. I'm going to try to aim for the middle, like so. Now we're going to change the font a bit. So we're going to select this tool up here, which is the node tool. Next we're going to select our R and T, or whatever your channel name is, and we're going to go up to here and select this little icon here. This is the path tool. Next we're going to press Create Outlines from Text. Now the two letters are separate, as you can see. Now we're going to want to press this little icon up here, which is the node tool. We're going to select the T first, and as you can see, all the nodes show up. Now what we're going to want to do, select this little node here. And what I'm going to want to do is delete it. So once I've selected it, I'm going to tap this little scissor icon. That will delete it. And I'm going to do the same with this one. Once you've done that, you're going to want to double tap on this node here. Make sure you do it twice. Same with the bottom one. Then continue doing the same thing for these other two. Next you're going to want to select this node down here and do the same using the same method. You're going to want to delete it. Then double tapping on this node twice and this node twice too. That will make the T look like this. That's the way I want it. Next we're going to change the R. When you select it, the nodes won't appear. That is because there is a shape in here which is creating the illusion of a hole. Once you've got it selected, you're going to want to tap this icon up here, which is the path tool, and then press separate. Once you've done that, you're going to want to click away and click back in the middle of the R. There should be a shape there. Once you've done that, select the style tool up here and change the fill to the colour of your background. The easiest way to do that is select this icon next to the colour. This is the colour selection tool. Then once you've done that, just tap on the colour that you want the shape to be. I want it to be this colour, so it's the same colour as the background. Now this shape isn't connected to the R. Once you've done that, select back to the node tool and select the R. These nodes should appear. I want to delete this node here. And how you do that is the same way we did it with the T. Select it and delete it by tapping the scissor tool. There is also another way to do that, and that's by tapping the bin icon. They both work the same way. It doesn't really matter which one you use. But I like using the scissor tool. After you've done all that, you're going to want to select this node, so you're still in the style tool. Then select this icon that will appear. Once you've done that, you can drag these little handles that appear without them both moving the same way, as I will demonstrate in a moment. Once you're moving these, this little screen will appear down here. Using that, you can zoom in and see where you're dragging it. I'm trying to place it exactly on that line, like so. Then grabbing this one, we're going to drag it out and make sure it goes exactly into the node down here. Once you've done that, it will look a bit like this. Next, what we're going to want to do is select the T and make sure you're in the selection tool, this mouse tool up here. Then we're going to want to drag the T over to the R. And what I want to do is make sure that this, and this are all touching the R. The problem is that the T isn't tall enough. To change that, we're going to want to select this little icon down here and drag it out about to there. That should be okay. I think it should all touch now. Now if we move the T so that they're all touching the R, it should work, right? Oh no, the bottom one here isn't touching. Don't worry, we can just overlap the R a bit till it's just about touching. Just like so. I'm going to move it up a bit so that the top of the T here is just about touching. Now it should look like this. I like that. That looks nice. But now we got to do the waves that come off the R and the T. Like this. To do that, we're going to select this square tool down here again and click the ellipses. And we're going to make sure this is at about this number, 56 or 55. Next we're going to hold down on the R and T and drag this out. Once we've repeated this a lot, it should create the illusion of waves. Just like so. I'm going to drag this over a bit using the selection tool, just so that it's on the edge of the R. Now what we're going to do is select the square tool again and drag another circle, another square across here. Don't worry if you miss it, it's okay, you can fix that. All you have to do is select this selection tool, select the mistake and move it across, just like so. We're going to push this into the R a bit, just so that it can create the effect. If you don't get it perfect, you can just move it closer. Now, right now, it looks a bit weird, but once I finish doing the time lapse, trust me, it'll look really good. Okay, now comes the fun part. What we're going to do is make sure we have the selection tool selected, and we're going to press this little tick icon. This is the multi-select button. And we're going to select this rectangle, this rectangle, this rectangle, and this rectangle. Then what we're going to do is we're going to select the style icon up here and press the select icon on next to the fill. We're going to select the same color as the background like that. And now, watch this. This is what they will look like. Cool, hey? But now we're going to have to select these and drag them out like they are in my logo here. I'm going to do the first one, then I'm going to do another time lapse of me doing all of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold and drag on this icon here, and we're going to drag it out all the way to about here. Then we're going to do the same on the others, except I'm going to do another time lapse. Well, I'm back from the time lapse, and that looks nice, doesn't it? But now we have to add the little splashes that come off the waves. We're going to do that like the same way we did this, except we're going to detach them from the R. But look, we don't really have much space, so we're going to have to move this whole thing over. To do that, we're going to have to press the multi-select button again, either that or click and drag, like so, selecting all of that. But we've also got the background selected too. To deselect that, we're going to click the multi-select button again and click on the background. There you go, it's all gone. Now we're going to have to deselect the multi-select and drag all of this over, just like so. Now we're going to select the square icon again, and we're going to drag a small little rectangle all the way out to here. As you can see, you can't see where you put it because it's the same colour as the background. To change that, we're going to have to make sure we have the select tool selected and the rectangle selected. Then we're going to go up to style and change the fill using the select tool to the same colour as the R and T, like so. Then we're going to drag this rectangle out to the same size as the wave that it's coming out from, just like so. Hey guys, thanks for watching this part 1 of 2 Vectornator tutorial. I will be doing a part 2 shortly. It might be already out by now. If it is, the link is in the description. Make sure to like and subscribe for more of this Vectornator series. Thanks for watching.